businesses without power. According to flight tracking company FlightAware, at least 250 flights have been delayed and over 300 cancelled. No deaths have been reported. The National Weather Service says a tornado watch is also in effect for parts of Florida and Georgia, which may result in dangerous traveling conditions in the area. A partly cloudy day in store for Gauteng today. Lows of between 13 and 14, highs of between 29 and 31 degrees.
Following the traffic in Bloemfontein, we have an accident on the M1 North near Car Street. It's causing some delays if you're driving from Boise as well. And then also some delays as well on the M2 West from Heidelberg Road going through the Crown interchange towards the M1 North. And if you're driving in Kempton Park, we have a collision on the R21 South at the R24 exit.
The developing story this hour, Action SA says talks involving the DA regarding the Patriotic Alliance have broken down, and the multi-party coalition in the city of Johannesburg will face motions of no confidence without the majority to defend Mayan Popalat.
The Midday Report.
Weekdays,
12 to 1.
what is the ANC's reaction to the Democratic Alliance's march?
The DA knows fully well that Lutuli House doesn't produce or distribute or transmit electricity. They are doing this as part of an electioneering ploy. How do you march to office of another political party? What are you holding for?
Well, it's very simple. When you have a problem, you go to the root cause of the problem. We don't have an Eskom problem. We don't have a Northern problem. We've got an ANC problem in South Africa.
The Midday Report,
With Mandy Wiener.
12 to 1 on 702.
702.
What does progress mean to you? To some, progress is measured against a future they can visualize. To others, it's a feeling that signals a move forward. To Audi, progress is both, and it's electric. Uncover the world of electric vehicles as we confront the apprehensions around what it's like to charge, drive, and live electric in an insightful series titled Conversations of Progress. Take the first step towards our tomorrow by visiting progress.audi.co.za. Audi, Vorsprung durch Technik.
Bring on 2023 with SA's #1 in value and save on deals like 100 grams Sprinkles potato chips, any 3 for only 75 rand. A 6-pack of 1 litre Parmalat Long Life full cream low-fat milk for 18.99, and 1.5 litres Nestle All Dairy Made Premium Ice Cream, any 2 for 130 rand. Save 80 rand. Valid until this Sunday at Checkers and Checkers Hyper.
Power up your next project at Chamberlain's. Visit our Centurion Megastore on the 28th of January for a Power Tool extravaganza. Join us in-store for our Prime Power Tools Expo, where we'll be showing off all the top brands, including Bosch, Makita, Ryobi, Stanley, and DeWalt. And while we mix your paint, get a free cappuccino on us. Chamberlain's, famous for hardware and power tools since 1903.
There's nothing wrong with being a know-it-all. In fact, you could win cash and a Brain of Brains title with Dischem and 702. Dischem Brain of 702 is back. Visit 702.co.za today to register for a chance to go head-to-head with other brains and win your share of over 200,000 rand. It could be you, the 2023 Dischem Brain of 702. A winning mind in a healthy body. More on 702.co.za.
702.
WhatsApp Bongani on 072.
702.
Good morning, Bongani. The relationship that I have with my significant other, what I've noticed is that our parents sometimes will also make things not to be right, either by giving more responsibility to the elder brother or sister, and then he or she assumes the position of a deputy parent, then we don't take it lightly, or be too lenient to the younger one and she becomes more successful or useless, and it either or. So the parents plays a huge role in this. Kolane from Davidson.
How's it, guys? With regards to sibling rivalry and family chats and whatnot, we have a policy in our house where we can say, well, in our family, where we can say anything to one another. We can honestly be swearing at one another, but at the end of the day, the sun comes up and we all love each other the next day. and it helps so much because you just get your feelings off your chest, and you iron out misconceptions about what your family member has said and done. Thanks.
Bongani Malcolm with family. I don't spend time with my family. Family is the worst nightmare you can ever have in your life. They just want to drain you and nail you. So I don't spend time with family. I don't want to spend time with them. I don't even mix with them. So even my brothers and my sisters, even my kids, I don't want to spend time with them because they are all rubbish.
Yo, that's honesty there, right? That's honesty there. And I think one has to be careful. I'm all for letting your feelings be known. I'm all for expressing your truth. But I also think that there's a way in which you can express yourself and be heard without destroying, right? And I think when it gets to that point where you think, I'm going for brutal honesty here, there's a danger that you won't be able to walk back from it.
Yeah, there's things that can't be unsaid. Once you've said them, the person never forgets.
But also, perhaps one of the things we need to do, I'm happy for all those people who have fantastic relationships with siblings and family members and extended family. But perhaps one of the things we need to get over is that sometimes it is worthier to have friendships and relationships that you choose, right? Versus those that you're kind of placed in by the accident of your birth, right? Sometimes it's just what you've got to do. And I think sometimes you make more of an effort with people you did not grow up with people you know can walk away, right? Than those you think are always going to be around.
EWN Sport.
This Eyewitness News Sport is brought to you by the Betway SA20. Get your tickets now at ticketpros.co.za. Am I right, Cindy? Sometimes we invest a lot more in our friendships, right, than necessarily those relationships where so much is assumed.
I think when it comes to family, it's very difficult. I'm very fortunate with my family members, but I've seen from people's experience around me, it's not just because it's exactly what you've said. Just because somebody's family doesn't mean they have to be in your life. If somebody's continuously bringing you down and toxic, like that man who said that his whole family is rubbish, he's probably had quite an eventful time with his entire family. And it's exactly like you say. You sometimes surround yourself with friends who are more loyal. And there's this thing with family, that family just feels like they can be brutally honest with you because you're blood and you will always be there for each other. But we're quickly learning it doesn't necessarily have to be that way.
It doesn't work for everyone.
If your family isn't honest with you, a lot of the time most people won't be honest with you. So if you ask your brother, do I look fat in this? And he says yes.
Yeah.
It's because your friends won't.
Yeah.
And your friends will go out with you still, but they'll think you're fat.
Some friends will. Some friends will. Have you hung out with Clive? Anyway, let's get to the sport.
Right, it's the Australian Open Women's semi-final this morning at 10:30. Rybakina takes on Azarenka. After that, Sabalenka against Lynette. Scheduled start at 1 p.m. Here's Sabalenka on playing Lynette.
She's a great player and she's playing great tennis this week in Australia. Yeah, moving well, serving well, handling emotions well. So yeah, she's a great player and it's going to be a great battle. I'm really looking forward for this match.
Men's semi-final tomorrow will be Djokovic against Paul Tsitsipas playing Kachanov. Championship side Burnley has signed Bafana striker Lyle Foster from Belgian side Westerlo on a 4-year deal. In the Carabao Cup, Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 the first leg of the semi-final with goals from Rashford, Fernandes and Berghorst. That was his first goal for United. Here's Erik ten Hag on the player.
This is where he's capable of. He has a really good goal scoring record. But I think we created some more really good chances, and also I think about over that right side, it was a good action from Anthony, and yeah, he was in the rebound, and it's a real striker goal, and therefore we got it.
In the DStv Premiership, Golden Arrows beat bottom of the table Marumo 3-2. Proteas bowler Marco Janssen's been named ICC's Emerging Player of the Year. The Proteas are playing England in 3 ODIs starting tomorrow. Proteas women thrashed the West Indies by 10 wickets in the 4th T20. In netball, Australia Quad Series champions. They beat New Zealand 56-50. South Africa lost to England by 7 in the fight for 3rd. And at the Men's Hockey World Cup this morning, South Africa will play Malaysia for 16th place. Cindy Paluta, Eyewitness News Sport.
The bull ring is going to be whistling
happening in 2023. Come support the Joburg Super Kings and watch Fuff and the boys in action. Enjoy insane cricket with DJs, giveaways, family fun, and exciting live performances. 3 hours of unforgettable entertainment. Join the vibe. The SA20. Now that's what I call cricket. Starts 10 January 2023. Get your tickets from ticketpro.co.za.
You know what? When he loves. Come on, improve your style.
EWN Traffic.
I didn't know I did. Oh,
Please take over.
Oh, man.
Please take over. Oh, God.
Here we go. Okay.